The philosopher Epicurus once said, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." This quote beautifully captures the essence of Stoicism, being content with what we have in the present moment rather than constantly wishing for more. Epicurus believed that the key to happiness lies in living simply, gaining knowledge and limiting desires. His teachings inspire us to seek a life of contentment and fulfillment, and remind us that true happiness can be found within ourselves. His philosophy aligns well with the Stoic belief that we have the power to control our own happiness and destiny. Epicurus serves as an inspiring model of someone who found serenity and fulfillment not through riches or fame, but through appreciating life's simple pleasures, cultivating close friendships, and not letting anxiety about the future or fixation on the past disturb his peace of mind. As we explore how to apply Stoic principles to our daily lives, let us remember Epicurus's wisdom. I'll share 9 nightly Stoic habits that will transform how you reflect, learn, and prepare for each new day. You'll become more aware of yourself, aligned with your values, and able to turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. I know you have the inner fortitude to stay with me to the end of the video. By the end, you'll learn practical ways to apply the ancient philosophy of Stoicism to overcome life's challenges, cope with stress, and achieve your goals with resilience and tranquility. Let's begin. Habit number 1. Review your day. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. This quote by Socrates highlights the importance of self-reflection and introspection. It emphasizes that living a fulfilling life requires us to regularly examine our thoughts, actions, and beliefs. Let's say you had a particularly challenging day at work where you felt overwhelmed and stressed. By taking the time to review your day, you can identify what caused those feelings and explore how you could have responded differently. Perhaps you realize that you need to set better boundaries with your workload, or that you should take more breaks throughout the day to recharge. By cultivating a habit of self-reflection and regularly reviewing our days, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, increase our self-awareness, and make positive changes in our lives. Stoics made it a daily habit to reflect on how they had lived, acted, and improved. Seneca, an esteemed Roman Stoic philosopher, wrote that every evening he would examine his thoughts, words, and deeds to see how well he had adhered to Stoic principles like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. This wasn't a time for harsh self-judgment, but rather mindful evaluation and celebration of successes. By reviewing his days, Seneca cultivated gratitude, learned from mistakes, set intentions, and steadily became the best version of himself. You can adopt this transformative practice by asking yourself questions like, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What did I learn today? How can I improve tomorrow? Recording your insights in a journal creates accountability. Over time, you'll appreciate your strengths, address weaknesses, extract lessons from experiences, and seize opportunities for growth. You'll gain greater self-awareness and alignment with your values. So start tonight. Review your day to make tomorrow even better. Second habit, meditate on your mortality. The Stoics bravely faced the inevitability of death and transformed it into a source of motivation to live life to the fullest. They practiced an exercise called memento mori. Remember, you must die. Each night, visualize this is your last on earth. Consider, how would you feel about your life if you knew you'd die tomorrow? What would you regret not doing or saying? What would make you proud or grateful? This meditation puts life into perspective, illuminates priorities, and inspires you to live each day to the fullest, expressing love and pursuing purpose. Feel these reflections deeply, as if this were truly your last night. Let the resulting emotions, joy, sadness, fear, gratitude, sink into your bones. Making peace with mortality gives freedom from trivial concerns so you can live purposefully, authentically, and without delay. Remembering that you will die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Steve Jobs. This quote embodies the idea that contemplating our own mortality can actually be a source of inspiration and motivation to live our lives fully. When we remember that our time on earth is limited, we are forced to confront our priorities and focus on what truly matters. Imagine it is your last day on earth. You probably wouldn't spend it shopping for things you don't need, or doing things that don't truly bring you joy. Rather, you would likely spend your time with loved ones, doing things that make you happy and fulfilled. By meditating on your mortality and realizing that life is short, you can begin to let go of material possessions and unnecessary activities, and instead focus on what truly matters: relationships, experiences, and personal growth. This can lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful life, free from the burden of constantly acquiring more and more things. Habit 3. Read Stoic literature. Marcus Aurelius, the respected Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, had a nightly habit of reading literature by Seneca, Epictetus, and other Stoics. Their wisdom reinforced his principles, offered instructive examples, and equipped him to meet life's challenges. Follow this habit by reading a short passage from classic Stoic works like Seneca's Letters from a Stoic, or Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. Apply their advice to your own life. Some key Stoic ideas include: our judgments about things, not the things themselves, cause distress. Focus on what you can control. Virtue is the sole good. Build your character through justice, courage, self-control. Accept what comes and make the best of it rather than hoping for different circumstances. Reading Stoic literature every night is like sharpening a sword. With each stroke, the blade becomes sharper and more resilient. Similarly, with each passage we read, our minds become more resilient to the challenges of life. We become better equipped to face adversity with calmness, clarity, and purpose. Consider the story of a young man who struggled with anger issues. He would often lash out at others, causing harm and damage to relationships. One day, he stumbled upon a passage from Epictetus that spoke to him deeply. The passage spoke about the importance of controlling one's emotions and avoiding anger. The young man took this advice to heart and began to read Stoic literature every night. Over time, he learned to control his anger and live a more peaceful life. He became a better person, kinder, more patient, and more understanding of others. By internalizing Stoic wisdom, he transformed his life and became a shining example of the power of philosophy. Internalizing Stoic wisdom will help you overcome obstacles, pursue excellence, and maintain inner tranquility amid fortunes and misfortunes. By reading the Stoics daily, their principles become your principles. The words on the page transfer into your lived experience. Habit number 4. Detach from external things. The Stoics understood that placing our happiness in the hands of changeable external things like wealth, status, and other people's opinions leads to anxiety and frustration. The only thing fully within our control is our own mind and will. Everything else is ultimately out of our hands. Practice negative visualization, picturing losing the externals you cling to. Ask yourself, how would I find contentment if this were gone? How would I grow from the loss? This practice helps to reduce feelings of anxious attachment, increase gratitude for our blessings, and prepare our minds to handle any situation with flexibility and inner strength. It is important to remember that our worth and happiness come from making virtuous choices, rather than being defined or disturbed by external factors, such as what the world may give or take away. Habit number 5. Focus on purpose. Achieving a meaningful life requires deliberate action and a focused approach, rather than aimless wandering or getting distracted. The Stoics were convinced that we can make a positive difference in the world by channeling our talents and fulfilling our responsibilities. By embracing our unique abilities and directing them towards what truly matters, we can create a life of purpose and impact. So don't hesitate to take charge of your life and make the most of the opportunities that come your way. To clarify purpose, regularly ask, what is my life's purpose? How may I best pursue it? What is the most meaningful thing I could do right now? This ensures that your actions align with your core values so that you invest your time wisely rather than squandering it thoughtlessly. Guided by purpose, you can move decisively instead of aimlessly and leave behind a legacy of virtue. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means that we must first identify our purpose and then take deliberate action towards achieving it. Habit number 6, practice self-discipline. Stoics understood that self-mastery is the key to a good life. Self-discipline means governing impulses and emotions through reason and virtue. It enables you to endure hardship calmly, avoid excess, overcome weaknesses, build strengths, and take the more noble but difficult path. Each evening, challenge yourself with a small act of self-discipline like waking early, exercising, eating moderately, or helping someone. Build your willpower muscle so when faced with life's great tests, you have the inner strength to respond with courage and wisdom. With self-discipline, no obstacle can halt your progress. Epictetus once said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." This quote reminds us that achieving great things takes time and effort. It requires us to be patient, persistent, and disciplined. We cannot expect to achieve our goals overnight. Instead, we must work hard every day, making small but consistent progress towards our objectives. Habit number 7, relax and sleep. Well, Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Relaxing and sleeping well is essential for our physical and mental well-being. It's essential to renew body and mind so you wake up feeling refreshed. The Stoics knew proper rest and relaxation are not self-indulgent, but wise. They practiced deep breathing, muscle relaxation, meditation, and other tranquility techniques before bed. Make time to unwind through slow, deep breathing, gentle stretching, meditating on nature, values, blessings, uplifting spiritual reading. Proper sleep and relaxation recharges you to meet the next day's challenges with energy, positivity, and focus. Sufficient rest enhances resilience and owls you to live fully. Habit number 8, practice negative visualization. Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." By visualizing the worst-case scenarios, we can learn to be grateful for what we have and not take anything for granted. The Stoics practiced a technique of imagining worst-case scenarios as a way to strengthen their emotions. They would think about losing their job, missing a promotion, having an accident, or other misfortunes, and consider how they would respond and what inner resources they could draw on to cope. This exercise prepares your mind to handle adversities calmly and constructively. By mentally rehearsing adversity, you can protect yourself from overreacting when difficulties actually arise. You will gain the confidence that you could bear misfortunes with courage and resilience. Negative visualization leads to positive emotions. Habit number 9. Maintain an attitude of gratitude. End each day by writing at least 3 things you're grateful for in a gratitude journal. Blessings like health, family, friends, opportunities. Feel appreciative emotions like joy, contentment, and connection. The Stoics saw ingratitude as a form of self-betrayal that disregards life's gifts. Gratitude counters our brain's negativity bias, so you don't take positive experiences for granted. It reminds you of how rich life is and provides sustaining joy. It shifts attention away from dissatisfactions to appreciate the people, privileges, and simple pleasures you have. In hard times, gratitude helps you still find blessings. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Adopting these 9 Stoic nighttime habits will help you become more resilient, tranquil, and purposeful, even amid chaos. Evaluate your days mindfully to improve. Meditate on mortality to cherish life. Study Stoic wisdom to strengthen principles. Detach from uncontrollables. Discern your purpose, build self-mastery. Relax fully. Practice negative visualization. Maintain an attitude of gratitude. Practiced consistently, these habits yield profound personal growth. Don't just take my word. Test them yourself and observe the benefits. I know you have the inner strength and commitment to implement these practices that have guided history's great leaders. I hope you found value in this video. You must share this video with someone whom you feel will benefit from it.